everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day and amazing week. My name is Effie and today we're doing something that I've not done before, and that is doing my makeup to match my nails. I'm hoping to do this every month or / every time I get my nails done. I'm hoping to do a little eyeshadow look inspired by my nails. I'm holding my nails back here because I'm filming this on Sunday, they're going to get redone again on Tuesday, so they are at the end of their life. So I'm going to put a picture up on screen of what my nails look like when they were first done. And this is the inspiration for our look today. This is mainly going to be focused on the eye look. I will obviously sort of tie in my lips and blush and things like that, but we're just going to be focused on the eyes. So, if that sounds like fun, please do just keep on watching. Oh, I should say this video is 100% inspired by Lynn from TikTok. She does her makeup to match her nails, she does her makeup to match her earrings, her outfit, anything like that. So thank you, Lynn, for the inspiration. But let's get on with it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up a video every Wednesday and it's always makeup content, so if that sounds like your type of thing, then this is a place for you. But other than that, let's get on with it. Okay, so I've zoomed you in and we're going to do my eye, this eye specifically. So my nails, they've sort of got like pink and orange and then white. So my plan is to sort of do a pink to orange smoky eye, and then I have the NYX Epic Wear waterproof eye and body liquid liner in the shade white. That was very kindly sent to me by NYX a long time ago, never asked me to do anything with it, so hence it's still in the box and hasn't been used. But I'm hoping to use that to sort of do like a little like curved eyeliner that comes like into my inner corner, hopefully. Obviously the most difficult part about this was trying to find eyeshadows that I owned that matched my nails. So we sort of have like a pink and orange. These were my holiday nails because I went away to Lanzarote, and the eyeshadow palettes I've picked is the Be Perfect Stacey Marie Carnival 3 palette, and mainly I've picked this palette for sort of the oranges. So you've got like this shade here, and then some more like peachy shades. The pinks, I did look at them, they're slightly not the same pink, if that makes sense. So I do have two options for pinks. First of all, we have the P. Louise Watch the Queen Conquer palette, which has the pink side, and again I sort of looked at these, held my nails against them, none of them are perfect. Maybe this one, maybe this one, but I'm also just going to quickly grab down my Beauty Bay Berries palette and see if that has any better options, but I'm not sure it will. Okay, so this is the palette. Maybe this shade. This one's a little bit too dark, but maybe a little bit of that, and then sort of the oranges. So yeah, I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the Collection Lasting Perfection Stretch Concealer and Eyeshadow Primer in shade 2 Porcelain. And I'm going to quickly prime my eye. Okay, I've primed both of my eyes, so we are ready to start with eyeshadow. Why am I so scared of doing this video? It's because I have to be creative and I get scared of being creative. So we're going to start with the Beauty Bay Berries palette because we're going to do pink into orange. And we're going to start with this shade here, which is called Rose. And I'm going to put that literally all over my mobile part of my lid. And I'm just using sort of like a flat, dense packing brush. As I get to the crease, I am blending as opposed to just straight up packing, because I do want these colours to blend together really nicely. Now before I start blending that, I'm actually going to go in with my next colour, which I thought was going to be this one here, but it's not. It's actually going to be this one here called Lilo, just because I think that actually perfectly matches the colour that's on my nails. And again, I'm going to start by just packing it over that sort of line where that last colour stops, just to sort of help blend it out a little bit. And then very, very small circular motions to get the blend going. I think that looks alright so far. Only mildly nervous, but so far so good. Now we're going to move on to the oranges, which I always worry about mixing shades from different palettes because you never know if they're going to work together or not, but hopefully they will. So I'm actually going in with a brush that looks the exact same as the previous two I've used. That's because I literally own about 6 of these. They are my favourite brushes. They're from a brand called Royal Brushes, I think. I can't remember. But they are genuinely my favourite brushes for anything like this. I'm going to go in straight with the shade Mango. But I feel like I might have to use either Sundown or Coral to help blend. I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at. Going in with this shade, might have to use one of these two to help blend, but we will see. And again, packing and then blending. Oh no, the blend's actually going pretty well just by itself. I don't think I'm going to need another shade in between. Okay, breathe. I've packed on the orange shade. It's currently looking a little bit blocky. What I am going to do after I've done my last shade, which I'll be doing in a moment, is go back through and blend all of these shades with slightly fluffier brushes, but I'll explain that process when I get to it. I'm now grabbing another one of the exact same brush. Oh yeah, it's from a brand called Royal Cosmetics. I'm going into the shade which is called Yellow. And I think honestly this matches my nails perfectly, but the mixture between Mango and this one is just to help with the blend, because if I just put this on straight next to the pink it wouldn't blend as nicely. I think my camera stopped recording and then I pressed record again and it didn't save it. So I think you missed the last little bit of blending there, but all I did was just take fluffier blushes and blend it out. What I'm going to do now is go off camera and catch up my other eye. My battery light is flashing at me, which we all know stresses me out. So what I'm going to do is catch up the other eye, make them look a little bit more even. I'm also going to do my base, and when I say base, I'll do my primer, foundation, concealer and powder. I won't do my blush, bronzer and highlight because I feel like that sort of comes in as part of the look. And then when I get back we can do my lower lash line and the eyeliner. So yeah, I will see you in a moment, hopefully looking a little bit more even. Eyes are more even and time for the bit that I'm dreading, the eyeliner. I'm a little bit scared of it, mainly because I know that this eyeliner, once you get it on your skin, it's not really going anywhere. I have this in quite a few colours now and they are really hard to get off. You really have to use like an oil-based cleanser. So it comes on a little sort of brush, which is actually really useful. I'm kind of a bit torn on what to do because my nails are sort of like a little bit wavy, so I'm sort of thinking if I sort of go up on this side and then like a little bit underneath on this side. But then part of me thinks that's going to look weird, but then part of me is like, well, I'm not really leaving the house after this. Or I just do like symmetrical sort of rounded shapes on the top, or going like that. I feel like if I'm going to do that, it kind of needs to be all the way across my nose and I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to do the symmetrical semicircles. Sorry that that took so long for me to decide on. But what I'm going to do first is my lower lash line, just so that I can get that shape done. So I'm starting with the darkest pink that we started with first. I'm just taking that as close as possible to my lash line. I'm then taking my next pink shade and just running that ever so slightly lower and blending them together. And we're essentially just duplicating what we did on the top on the bottom. Then going into the Carnival palette and taking that first orange shade. And I'm making sure to try and join my lower lash line to the blend coming at the end of my eye. And then I'm going to switch from this brush and actually just go in with my fluffier brush that I was using my lightest shade on, because the lightest shade I do want really blended out and sort of fluffy, so it's better to use a fluffy brush. And because I've just done my base, I'm also just going to soften the edges as well. And I know that this has come quite far down from my eye, but it's a dramatic look. It's meant to be dramatic. However, what I will say is I feel like this side's a bit too harsh, so what I'm going to do is take my powder that I was doing my base with. This is just the 17 powder, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush which is clean, had nothing on it, take a little bit of the powder and just sort of use it to blend that edge there. That's actually a really good tip if you struggle to get your eyeshadow to blend into the rest of your face. Just take a little bit of your powder, whether it be pressed or loose, and just use that as like your final blending shade. And now I'm just procrastinating doing the liner because I'm quite scared. I'm not really a liner person other than just a standard wing. so I'm scared. I'm only going to do one eye on camera, obviously. Now, I'm probably not going to breathe throughout this, but essentially I want it to end here. So I've just put a tiny little dot so that I know where I'm ending. You can see it on camera. And actually using the dot method is quite good. You can sort of do like little dots in the shape you want it to go, and then essentially just do dot to dot and line it up and make it look better, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to place little dots in the shape that I want, and then essentially I'm just going to join them up, which is the scary part. I'm probably not going to talk throughout this process, so I apologise for that, but I will speed it up and put music over the top to make it a little bit more enjoyable for you. I'm not enjoying how this is going, obviously. So, what's the plan now? I haven't breathed in a little while. My plan now is I'm going to take a little tiny brush with nothing on it and try and sort of neaten this up here, because I feel like the line is too thick here. That did nothing, but actually what I am finding is this is actually a lot better for getting a much smoother line. And then I'm hoping I can go back in with eyeshadow and fix the bits I don't like. Okay. I feel like it's now savable. Essentially what I ended up doing is just using this teeny tiny little brush that I normally use for cut creases to create the line that I wanted, which makes me think that potentially the brush on these isn't the best. It could do with being a little bit more precise and potentially a little bit stiffer. However, I'd already made a mess with it, so now I need to try and clean that up. And how I'm planning to do that is to find the brush that I need, first of all. There it is. And again, this is just another super tiny fluffy brush, and what I'm gonna do is try and just put eyeshadow over the top of the eyeliner and hope that that fixes it. Probably not going to. But I'm going to start with the mango shade because I think most of this is sort of sat on the orange as opposed to the pink. And just... it's kind of not doing anything. I wonder if I can maybe get a little... it isn't going to plan. I may get a tiny little bit of a cotton bud, or I feel like I'm just coming up with ideas to make this worse. I wonder if plans are being created. Right, plan I've created. I've grabbed the lid off my moisturiser. My moisturiser has one of these things, so the lid never actually touches the moisturiser. That's the only reason I'm using it. I'm grabbing my oil-based micellar water because nothing else will get this eyeliner off. You give it a good mix to make sure the oil's actually all mixed in. And I'm going to pop a little bit of it into the lid like this. This is not going to go well. Then I'm taking that tiny little fluffy brush. And this might not work because it may not be dense enough, but if I just take a little bit of the micellar water and essentially try and get that off. Is that working? Actually, you know what? It might be a little bit. That might have worked. I genuinely think I'm a genius. It's gonna look terrible, but hopefully it only looks terrible really close up, so you can't tell. Now, to fix the problem. This was meant to be so much easier than it is. I'm now gonna I've cleaned off my brush, so there's no more micellar water on there. Taking a teeny tiny little bit of my eye primer and using that to clean it up as well. I've barely breathed. Whew. Now we go in with the eyeshadow. And this is going to be difficult. I'm using the same brush, I'm literally just dusting it off on a towel that I have on my lap in between each step. Now I'm using eyeshadow to try and bring the blend back, which might be the more difficult bit. I should have just named this video "Watch Me Mess Up" for like 25 minutes straight. Okay, orange is on. Or maybe just watch me not breathe for 25 minutes straight. Now we're going into the pinks. Bring this a little bit further down. Get this blended in. This could work, you know, and if it does, this is probably the stupidest thing that's ever worked in makeup ever. Because this should have been trashed. I should have stopped filming and given up on the video idea. But I haven't. I'm still here. That was actually blended. Now into the darkest pink. I need a little bit of this just to get this bit blended in. I don't think you can tell that I messed that up too much. That's the stupidest thing that's ever worked in the world of makeup, but it has. And now all I need to go back and do is refresh up that line, which I know sounds like a terrible idea, but I'm taking this out of the pot. It's going nowhere near my eye, that's for sure. I'm taking this little brush, getting a little bit on here, and I'm going to use this. I don't think that's that bad. Now I just have to do the exact same on the other eye. Great. I think what I am actually going to do, which was similar to this eye, is I am going to use this brush to sort of get the outline and like the shape, and then I'll just use the other brush to get a smooth, clean line. That will do. Did I mess up the other eye as well? Yes. Am I going to go through the same amount of effort to correct it? Not a chance. Do I like the overall look? Yeah, I actually do. I think it's a bit weird, bit not perfect, but bit nice. Whew. Now I need a really yellowy orangey blush, so let me grab one of those. Okay, so first blush I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Bite-Sized Face Duo in Cantaloup. One of my favourites, haven't used it in a while. And I think I'm going to use this because it should blend into sort of like that last orangey shade on my eyes quite well. This eye look is not perfect, but I'm kind of proud of it. So let's take that yellowy blush. I almost want my blush to be like an extension of the eye look in terms of colour. I think this might be a touch too yellow, but as you can see I'm bringing it right in close to my eyeshadow look to sort of blend them together almost. Same with under the eye. I bring my blush quite far in on my cheeks, but I'm bringing it very close to my eye. Okay, I actually think that's quite nice, but I almost want it just a touch more orangey, so I'm going to try and find more orangey blush. I think this might work pretty well. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder in Brightening Peach, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this. Again, keeping it quite close to the eye. Yes, perfect. Now for bronzer, I'm going to keep the bronzer quite like subtle, so I'm using the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun in Light. And actually I'm going to use, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to use a big fluffy brush just to try and get a nice like dispersed soft look instead of it sort of being too densely packed. And also this might just help blend it into the blush a little bit as well. Yes. I'm getting quite excited by this. I haven't done anything this creative in a long time. A lot of people look at this and be like, that's not creative, it's just a little bit of white eyeliner. And you would be correct. But for me, this is the most creative I've been in a long time. Yes. Highlighter kind of has to be a yellowy gold. So I'm just going to grab any random one. I've got the Relove by Revolution Super Highlight in the shade Shine, and this is going to be popped on. If I'm rushing, it's because my low battery light is flashing at me, and I hate that. I think this is working quite well. It sort of blends nicely with the blush. It's got that sort of yellowy tone to it. When I was thinking about doing this look, I was a bit concerned because my nails have no sort of like shimmer on them, so I was like, I kind of have to do a matte eyeshadow look. But I actually think this look works being matte. I'm now looking and realising that my eyeliner isn't even, but I don't really care. I'm just glad that it's done. Brows and mascara I'm going to quickly just do off camera, and then we'll come back and do a lip. I'm feeling a pink lip. We'll just say that now. I'm back. I have put some pink in my lower lash line, and I've even got a little pink mascara on my lower lashes. Lips, I kind of want a bright pink. So, lip liner, we've got the MUA Intense Colour Lip Liner in the shade Couture. And I'm hoping this will be okay. Yeah, I think that's alright. Okay, that's a little bit dark, but I'm hoping the lipstick is going to brighten it up. So this is the Huda Beauty Demi Matte Liquid Lip in the shade Passionista. They don't make these anymore, and this does stain my lips, so I'm gonna put this on, film an outro, and then take it off as quickly as possible. But this is actually a really good pink shade. It's maybe a touch too purpley, but it will do. I don't have a lot of pinks, in case you couldn't tell. There we go. Do we think it matches the nails? My answer is no. But I think it's close enough. Let's zoom you out and do an outro. Okay, I'm going to very quickly do an outro because the battery light is flashing at me again. This was just a bit of fun. I hope you all realise that. Like, obviously I'm not leaving the house like this. But yeah, it's a way of getting me to do something creative, and it gives me a built-in, like, I don't know what's the word, inspo, because it's my nails. So I think I am going to try and do this every time I get my nails done. Let me know what you think. Do you think it matches the nails? I'll try and put a picture up on screen again of my nails when they were freshly done. Do you think this kind of matches? It doesn't have to match exactly, but does it match the vibe? Do my nails match the vibe of my makeup? Let me know. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. If you have any recommendations of what you think I should get done on my nails, please do just let me know. I'm thinking my next set, which will be done on Tuesday, which will be done before this video even goes up, is going to be a Halloween set, because they are going to be my Halloween nails. Not that I have any Halloween plans, but I do love Halloween, so they are going to be Halloween themed. But after that, I'm going to be looking for more sort of autumnal, fall, autumny vibes. So give me some inspo. Let me know what you want to see. and then hopefully you can see something similar on my face as well. But yeah, this video was just a bit of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed being creative. Am I a fan of the look? Do I think it's the best look I've ever done in my life? No. Do I think my eyeliner is even? No. But I've had fun doing it, which is the main thing. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of them, let me know, because this is new. And yeah, I'll stop rambling. I'll need to go and take this lipstick off before it stains my lips, because I still have one more video I need to film today. But anyway, I hope you have a great day and an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.